Hi and Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back once again to Technology Information channel. Today in this video, we are going to talk about and completely in a detail and explain the complete wiring diagram and installation method and adjustment parameter and A to Z complete setup, installation and adjustment, and how to understand the complete basic of this controller. This controller model is C2002 speed controller. It's widely used in a heavy duty diesel generator to control the electrical governor and electronic system. So before starting the video, small request to all newcomers: if you are first time on my channel, please make sure to subscribe and also don't forget to hit the bell notification to getting the latest updated videos. So let's begin. This is the speed controller that's control the fuel governor actuator. The actuator rake, which is monitor the engine speed. That's giving the feedback to the actuator, and actuator goes back and forth and control the engine speed to desired speed. So let me first of all explain these connections and our front view in this all setups from number 1 pins to 14s, and here we have some rubber boot caps. Underneath we have small potentiometer for adjustment of the starting fuel, speed ramping, drop, ideal, stability, gain and speed. So the first number is actuator. This is going to the directly the fuel injection pump behind the fuel injection system, the actuator. This is controlling the actuator. This is the out supply for the fuel actuator, which is mounted on the back side of the fuel injection pump. Understand? The positive and negative. This two output is going to the fuel actuator. And after that, here, pin number 3 and 4, pickup. Pickup means from the magnetic pickup unit MPU. Input is here, 3 and 4. This is the small pulse width modulation generator, which is mounted on the flywheel. And when we are cranking the engine, the small MPU sensor generating a AC current and provided to here to this controller. This controller is convert this signal and then feed back to the fuel actuator to control the fuel system. Here we have pin number 5 and 6. This is a battery input. Okay, for power up supply for this controller. This controller also need power supply from 12 volt to 24 volt. Understand? And here as you can see the power up light. When this controller is power up with the battery negative and positive, this light should on. Understand? And here we have 7, 8, 9. This is our remote control for potentiometers. Potentiometer have 3 legs. One leg should be connect here, middle leg should be connect here, and the last one should be connect here. You can control remotely through the potentiometers. Understands? And here we have a drop. 9, after 9, 10 and 11, this is our drop. Understand? And this 12 number is ideal. As you can see, we are installing the toggle switch for the ideal when we need to start the engine in idle mode. First of all, this switch should an on position. When the engine is running, this should running in idle mode. When we close the idle switch, the engine start in a finish to the idling and start to the rated RPM and reach to the rated RPM. Understand? And after that we have 13 and 14. This is the auxiliary output, maximum 10 volt. Okay, this is used for the synchronization for the another generator AVR or another generator governor or something you can use for any purpose, but just have 10 volt output, maximum 300 milliamps. Understand? After that here we have some rubber boot caps. Okay, underneath we have small potentiometers. Number 1, as you can see here, when we remove this rubber boot caps, here we have 2 potentiometers. One for fuel, starting fuel, one for speed ramping. Okay, and here we have also 2, and here we have also 2. So let me open the briefly complete the typical diagram of this controller. So as you can see, Pin number 1 and 2, this is our fuel injection pump activator behind side, which is control the engine speed. As you can see, one wire is going to the negative and positive to the fuel activator. Here we have a coupler, and then going to the internally the electronic coil activator. And after that, this is our MPU. As you can see, magnetic pickup unit 3 and 4, and also the battery. Let me zoom in. 3 and 4 is our battery input. Okay, as you can see, the toggle switch for this is used to on and off this C2002 model speed controller. After that, 7, 8 and 9. 7, 8 and 9. Let me show you 7, 8 and 9. This one, as you can see, if you follow the 7 number is going to the here. As you can see, this is the toggle switch. Okay, between 7 and 12, as you can see, 12 number, the toggle switch close for idle. Understand, close for idle and close for drop. We have toggle switch for close for idle, close for drop. Understand? And here we have, as you can see here, this is the shielded wire. Shielded wire we should be connected between in all wiring. Also the grounding, as you can see here, with the one screw. After that, 13 and 10 volt, 13 and 14 auxiliary 10 volt. As you can see, the accessory power supply 10 volt. Accessory input connected with the distribute load set or adjust speed synchronization set out. Means this supply can use for the synchronization, for the load sharing, for the parallel operation with another generators. Number of component name, speed control unit. Number 1, electromagnetic actuator, actuator cable, sensor cable, magnetic pickup, battery, fuse, switch off the power, trimming potentiometer, and drop switch, idle speed switch. Understand? This is the complete installation method after this controller. So let me understand. Here we have the rubber boot cap number 1, starting fuel and speed ramping. Starting fuel, you can increase or decrease from this potentiometer the starting fuel, because any engine required high fuel in initial starting. Understand? For the better starting. After that, speed ramping. Understand, here you can see the speed ramping. This you can adjust, increase and decrease the speed ramping. And here we have the middle, stability and gain. You can adjust the engine stability, engine RPM stability from this potentiometer. And gain, you can adjust gain from this potentiometer. Clockwise, anti-clockwise. And drop you can adjust from here. Idle you can adjust from this screw. And also simply the engine speed you can control from this potentiometer. As you can see, this small potentiometer. Caution: this actuator speed controller supply must be connected from the battery, not from the engine generators. Understand? So this is the complete installation and wiring methods of this controller. So let me explain some few things of the very important gain and stability adjustment. Normally this value is set mid position by factory. Leave the factory condition of read switches is namely RSW, RSW1 3 off, RSW2 is equal to on. Here this 2-1. So rated and idle speed of the engine control had been set by factory. Normally this value is near from the user engine working rotate speed value. And practice after some adjustment controller can be achieved rated and idle speed, and the stability will be very well. Adjustment of the controller after starting, crank the engine with the DC power applied to the governance system, start the fuel quantity varies with the environmental temperature of the engine start. Thought adjustment, start fuel quantity potentiometer exhaust smoke from the engine can be adjusted to the best state. Number 3. The governor system should be controlled the engine at low idle speed. If the engine is unstable after the starting turn, the gain and stability adjustment counterclockwise until the engine is stable. 3. The governor speed set point is increased by clockwise rotation of the speed adjustment controller. Let me show again. This. The governor speed is increased by the clockwise. The governor speed at the set point increased by the clockwise rotation of the speed adjustment control. Remote speed adjustment can be obtained with the optional speed trim control. Remote speed will be increasing from here, as you can see, from 7, 8, 9. You can install the 1 kilo ohm potentiometer. You can increase and decrease the engine speed through this potentiometer when installed. Understand? After that, so Three, four. Gain stability adjustment may require minor change after the engine load is applied. Normally, adjustment at no load achieve satisfactory performance. A strip chart record can be used to further optimize to the adjustment. Understand? After the governor speed setting has been adjusted, please optional external. 344. Gain and stability adjustment may require minor change after the engine load is applied. Normally, adjustment made at no load achieve satisfactory performance. A strict chart record can be used to further optimize and optimize the adjustments. Understand? It's clearly and very simple. After the governor speed setting has been adjusted, please the optional external selector switch in idle position. The idle speed set point is increased by clockwise rotation. Idle speed increased by clockwise rotation of the idle adjustment control. Let me show you again. Sorry, this is our idle. As you can see, the idle speed also increased by the clockwise adjustment. Okay, and counterclockwise will be decreased. Understand? Idle speed means if you are operating the generator in 1800 rpm, you should able to set 800 rpm in for idle. Idle means engine is running in a very low speed and a half of speed of the rated RPM. When the engine well lubricated, warm up and ready for operation, then idle should be only 1 and 2 minutes, not too much. You cannot run the engine too much idly. Idly just for 1 and 2 minutes, not too much. Then the engine should be idle close and the engine should be reached to the rated RPM, 1800 or 1500 RPM. So, let me declare the few things. When the engine is at idle speed, the speed controller apply drop to the governor system to ensure the stable operation. Understand? 346. Through the above adjustment, engine still unable to stability, it need to adjust it read switch state. Figure 4 cases. Number A, RSW1, RSW3 is equal to on, and RS2 off. B, and RS1, RSW2 is off. Understand? Means this reed switches have many states. These reed switches. Okay, let me show you the reed switches here. As you can see, this is our reed switches. Have different position for the different on and off. You can one thing keep on and one thing off by some switches on, some switches in off position. So this is the detail about this controller. If you have need to read this diagram and make on this diagram, my Gmail link will be available in this video description. Please send me a Gmail. I will send you this complete wiring diagram PDF. You can read and understand. If you have further any help required and you can contact me. Thanks for watching. See you all next time, and goodbye.